Well, Congress has finally voted to approve $900 billion in COVID relief as part of a broader government spending bill. Well, the bill, which includes another round of stimulus checks for many Americans, now heads to President Trump's desk to be signed into law. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze is in Washington with the latest.
Help is finally on the way for American households and businesses struggling to make ends meet during the pandemic, and not a moment too soon. The House and Senate overwhelmingly approving $900 billion in COVID relief.
The American people have waited long enough.
The bill extends emergency jobless benefits and an eviction moratorium that were set to expire at the end of the year. It adds $300 in weekly federal unemployment benefits and provides nearly $300 billion in aid to small businesses, plus more than $8 billion for distributing the vaccine. And it includes a one-time payment of up to $600 for individuals making up to $75,000 per year. So a family of four could receive $2,400. The Treasury Secretary saying those stimulus checks could show up in Americans' bank accounts as soon as next week. Much needed relief, but for some, too little, too late.
I personally think it's long past due. $600 isn't going to help a lot of the average Americans just trying to get by.
The COVID relief deal was months in the making and comes attached to a $1.4 trillion spending bill to keep the government funded through September. Up against the clock with government funding set to run dry, lawmakers raced to pass a one-week stopgap spending bill to buy more time for the larger piece of legislation to go into effect. President Trump approved that temporary extension and is now expected to sign the bigger spending bill, including COVID relief, into law. President-elect Joe Biden applauding the deal, while Democrats insist more aid will need to be approved under the Biden administration.
Today is a good day, but it is certainly not the end of the story.
And while some Americans could start again receiving stimulus checks before the new year via direct deposit, the bill gives the IRS a deadline of January 15th to send out the payments. Well, meanwhile, $15 billion in stimulus funding would be earmarked for entertainment venues like movie theaters and museums experiencing significant revenue loss. For businesses like Screamlin Armor in North Kansas City, the financial relief is welcome. Owner Adam Roberts says that revenue has been below 50% since they reopened this summer.
We're lucky that we've been able to be open since June, but a lot of our markets, movie theaters and concerts are just not happening. So for this to be something that's available for us, it really means entertainment's going to be able to hopefully sustain into next year when things, fingers crossed, get back to normal.
The stimulus bill would create a grant program to help cover payroll, rent, utilities, and personal protective equipment. Well, meanwhile, Johnson County Health Department staff, they received their first doses of the Moderna vaccine. The shipment arrived Monday. Health director and several nurses were the first to get it yesterday. Those 1,200 doses will vaccinate public health workers and EMS staff in the county. Well, a Kansas City man who took part in the Moderna vaccine trial says he wants to know if he actually received the vaccine. Ben Snyder joined 30,000 people around the U.S. Half got the vaccine, the rest got a placebo. No one knew what they got. Well, Snyder tells us that he wants to know for sure to make sure he and his family are protected.
I think with the timeline of this, it's not like normal vaccines where you can have someone live their life for 25 months and be able to check up on them.
Snyder says that he hopes to hear more this week on if he received the vaccine or not. And North Kansas City Hospital began vaccinating employees for COVID-19 this morning. KBC9's Martin Augustine shows us how it started and why the vaccine delivers some immediate relief.
North Kansas City Hospital hopes to have 700 of its medical staff and employees vaccinated by tomorrow night and perhaps have everybody vaccinated here at the first part of the new year. But vaccination number one, well, that happened at about 6 o'clock this morning. Becky Hoffman, the head emergency room nurse here at North Kansas City Hospital, was patient number one, took that shot in her right arm. She was not nervous about it whatsoever. She's completely confident in the safety of the vaccine, and she wants to be an example to everybody out there that once you have that opportunity to get the shot, because once you do, that is a step toward the beginning of the end of what has been a very, very stressful year for her.
It's worry, like you're really emotionally drained every day because you worry about your patients and how are they going to survive? Are they going to make it off of the ventilator? Those type of things. It's really personal for each of us.
COVID continues to be a struggle across the Kansas City region. A hospital administrator saying as of yesterday, there were 92 people hospitalized here with COVID-19. Reporting from North Kansas City, Martin Augustine, KBC9 News.
Well, residents in long-term care facilities in both Kansas and Missouri will start receiving Pfizer vaccinations next week. CVS Health plans to start vaccinations in more than 600 long-term care facilities in Missouri and 360 facilities in Kansas starting next Monday. The company already has 450 vaccination clinics out of the CVS Health Kansas City office.
So just because you don't have a CVS doesn't mean that we can't do your vaccinations. You know, we're able to travel the way the vaccine comes in the shippers. It's good for 30 days in the shippers that we're getting. So we do have the ability to go out and travel.
Well, eventually CVS Health plans to administer the vaccine to the general public next year at its pharmacy locations across the country. Well, prison staff in Missouri will be part of Phase 1B, according to the state's Department of Corrections. Officials say that inmates will likely be vaccinated in Phase 2. We expect an update on the coronavirus from Kansas Governor Laura Kelly today. And as the vaccine rolls out here in the metro, doctors at the University of Kansas Health System are stressing that even after receiving a vaccination, COVID-19 safety protocols should still be practiced. That includes wearing a mask, social distancing, and frequent hand washing.
Vaccine prevents you from getting critically ill. That was clear on both Moderna and Pfizer data. We don't know that it prevents you from transmitting the virus. So if you still get the virus, you might well be able to give it to someone else. That jury's still out.
Doctors say the best way to prevent the spread is playing both offense and defense. Offense with the vaccine and defense with COVID safety protocols. Well, more than 1,100 positive COVID-19 cases were reported yesterday across the 9-county region. Hospitalizations are at a steady pace. The 7-day rolling average is at 158. Now, Kansas City, Missouri saw 372 new cases over the weekend, but no deaths were reported. And for the latest developments on coronavirus cases and the vaccine, visit KMBC.com. You can also view the information by downloading our free KMBC 9 News.